What's up? You guys, guest here coming at you with another cool book review. Just got finished reading this one, Why We Want You to Be Rich by Now. The president wrote it way before he was the president, like a decade ago. Him and Robert Kiyosaki, another one of my favorite authors. It's a pretty cool book. It's the second time I read it. I actually wanted to reread some of the stuff that Trump actually wrote from back in the days during his campaign to become president. And some of the things he talks about in here is totally contradicting to his campaign run, and it gives you a different thought process on who Donald Trump is, what he's all about, and so on. And I can tell you that something that they talk about a lot in here is just planning, thinking big, knowing who you are, being focused, being driven on your goals, you know what I mean? Allowing you to be able to be focused, getting into real estate, developing. They actually talk about, there's one little diagram in there, I'm just going to find it real quick, where they actually talk about the secret formula to success, right? And it's really simple. Robert talks about it. It's a really, really simple diagram. They also have one in here where they talk about assets and how assets flow and what people think assets are and how confused they are. Like this is one right here where they talk about energy, right? When energy is up, wealth is down. When the cost of energy is high, wealth is down. When the cost of energy is low, wealth is up, right? Because it's everybody's gonna purchase it, right? But you can actually have a lot of wealth with a lot of energy, right? In business, which is pretty cool. And that's how you can actually increase your financial IQ, is when you figure out how you can have a high energy cost and a high wealth. Meaning, it takes a lot of it takes a lot of effort to create the high energy so that you can have the high income, but once you get to that level, it doesn't take a lot to maintain it. What it does take is management. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that you're gonna learn about Trump and Kiyosaki in this book, is they talk about being great managers and hiring great people, having great people around you, and always, you know, looking for that deal. You know, looking for a way where you can actually get your foot in the door and have control over your finances, right? A lot of people get into investing, they get into the stock market, they get into they turn their money over to investors because they think investors are supposed to know what's going on, or financial planners, and that's not really the answer, guys. Something that I've learned over time is your best investment is you. That you're your best investment. Like buying this book, for instance, and reading this one, this is a good investment because now I learned something about Donald Trump, about Robert Kiyosaki, about being rich, about making money, about activity, about leverage. I learned something more. They talk quite a bit about big business. They talk about network marketing in here. There's a whole chapter on network marketing, which I think a lot of people should check out. They highly recommend network marketing. Donald actually used to own a network marketing company. And Kiyosaki, he's actually, his cash flow quadrant diagram is actually one of the most used diagrams in network marketing today, because of the structure of it and how the ease of explaining the four quadrants. I think I just saw it. Yeah, this is the diagram I was talking about earlier. Thoughts create actions, which create results. Okay, if you can get that diagram, if you can understand that, thoughts, actions, results, what you think and what you believe will create the action, activity and action that you need. Here's something also that they talked about in here, the B&I triangle of success in business. This is pretty cool. If you look at the triangle, at the bottom you see the most important thing, which is the mission statement, right? Cash flow is the very next thing, and you gotta have cash flow through your business. Communication, what else is that? Systems, you gotta have systems in place to help you leverage things. Everything's gotta be legal and legit, and it's gotta be, you gotta have a good product, okay? And as you can see, that's wrapped with a team, leadership, and the mission statement. Those are the three core elements to keep a solid business structure together. So take notes. I want to take a snapshot of that. I know it might be backwards or something, but pick the book up. That's a powerful, the B&I triangle. That is really, really cool. If you can understand the B&I triangle, you can see how powerful companies like McDonald's, the Trump organization, has been, No Fair Network, Richard Branson, Virgin, AT&T Mobile, you know, any of the big brands, Google, Facebook, however you want to think about it. It definitely has a lot to do with that B&I triangle, because it just makes sense. Having a team of people that you can delegate, that have great core values, that can bring energy to the table, having a great mission statement. It's got a mission, your goal, your vision for what you're doing has got to encompass everybody involved. and then great leadership. You gotta have great leadership skills in order to get people to gel together, people to work together. If you look and notice at these guys, they've got their assistants. This is Meredith McIver. This is Trump's, and Sharon Lecter. That's Kiyosaki's partner in crime, and they've done a lot of work together. If you notice, both of them have women that work for them, and there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. They both believe in creating jobs. They both believe in growing the economy and growing your means and expanding your means and using other people's money to leverage. And that's really cool because it's quite interesting. The very next book, I'm actually reading this one right now. It's called Other People's Money. So it's by John K. Stay tuned for the update on this one. It's gonna be probably in the next next week or so. I'm probably gonna power through this book in the next couple of days and have a nice review for you done on it. So that's my review of Why We Want You to Be Rich. Just a quick little overview. I think you should. It's a really good read. You should go ahead and read it. I read it in probably a couple of weeks because I was a little lazy with reading it. Like I continued a few other things, but I'm done with it now. Definitely check it out. There's a link down below. Check it out. It might be something popping up right here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do have some cool stuff happening right now that you can probably take advantage of, and maybe you can change your financial situation, help you to become rich. So there's my buddy Mac. He's doing something right now that you might want to take advantage of. So the link's right down below. Go ahead and click it. If you got any questions, hit me up on Facebook. I would love to connect with you, help you do the things that you want to do and get to the next level. So with that said, man, my name is Leonidas Geist, and I'll see you. And that's not a gang sign. That's just my initial LG, but it's all good. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you at the top, the bank, and most definitely on the beaches of the world. Peace.